Driven by billions in taxpayer subsidies, companies are planning hundreds of projects across the U.S. intended to capture carbon dioxide emissions from industry and pump it underground. These projects are intended to capture carbon dioxide, or CO2, and lock it away in underground wells, keeping it out of the atmosphere and stopping it from warming the climate. The industry relies on billions of dollars in taxpayer funding, most of which has gone to paying companies to use CO2 to squeeze more oil out of the ground, a process known as enhanced oil recovery. As of June, companies had proposed more than 270 carbon capture projects nationwide. This wave of new projects is triggering backlash in the form of lawsuits, grassroots activism, and regulatory changes. Louisiana has become ground zero for this debate, with at least 65 carbon capture and storage projects proposed in the state, according to research by the Environmental Integrity Project. This has led to complaints by residents and local officials on both sides of the political spectrum. Last month, a group of central Louisiana residents and elected officials sued Governor Jeff Landry's administration over the state's eminent domain laws because of conflict over carbon pipelines. The group, Save My Louisiana, said in a petition filed in state court that some of the residents were threatened with eminent domain if they did not sign leases for CO2 pipelines or storage. Reacting to outcry against carbon pipeline projects from rural residents, Governor Jeff Landry, a Republican, imposed a moratorium on new applications for carbon capture projects in the state, angering business owners with billions of dollars at stake in the industry. But Landry's moratorium did not block the 31 carbon disposal projects whose developers had already submitted applications. Many residents opposed to carbon capture projects said Landry's moratorium is not a real attempt to address concerns about the industry. At first glance, this order might seem like a proactive measure in response to public concerns about carbon capture and sequestration projects, said Rochetta Ozaine, founder of environmental justice group The Vessel Project of Louisiana. However, it is just a bunch of words and more greenwashing that fails to address the legitimate fears of Louisianans regarding environmental safety and property rights. To learn more about the backlash to carbon capture projects, visit news.oilandgaswatch.org.